This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. When you visit the doctor, you probably hand over your insurance, your ID, and contact details. It's just one of the many places that has your personal info. And if any of them accidentally expose it, you could be at risk for identity theft. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second. If you become a victim, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Menopausal and perimenopausal women, listen up. It's time to take control of your health and comfort, and Winona is here to help. Winona is a telemedicine company for menopause care who believes that your symptoms are real, important, and deserve to be taken seriously. And for many women, this starts with hormone replacement therapy. Winona's HRT is made with plant-based, bioidentical hormones rather than synthetic ones, so it better aligns with your body to offer relief from hot flashes, weight gain, and other uncomfortable symptoms. 80% of women who use Winona find relief within just 90 days. So, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Visit buywinona.com today to start your free visit. With free shipping and the ability to pause or cancel at any time, your path to wellness has zero obligations. Use code SPRING24 at buywinona.com for 25% off your first treatment plan. That's BYWINONA.com for 25% off. Winona. Menopause care made easy. Summer is the season of hot temperatures, outdoor adventures, and refreshing water activities. Summer is also the season of rough on your feet, causing dry, cracked heels and toes. Introducing Babyfoot, the original exfoliation foot peel that contains 16 natural extracts formulated to remove dead skin cells in 3 easy steps. Apply the booties, relax for an hour, then wash your feet. In 14 days, you've got baby smooth skin and your feet have never been softer. Letting dead skin cells build up over time is hazardous to your foot health. Our professional-grade DIY products, like our original exfoliation foot peel, our men's foot peel, or our moisturizing mask, are some of the best foot care products on the market, created with your foot health in mind. Pamper yourself with a spa day from the comfort and convenience of your own home with Babyfoot. If you want a chemical-free, easy-to-use exfoliating process from the company that created the original foot peel, it's time to treat yourself to Babyfoot. Go to babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24 and get 20% off your first order with Babyfoot. That's babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24.
Hello and welcome to Too Stupid to Live, a podcast that reviews romance novels $5 and under. I'm your host, Becky Feldman, and Happy New Year! It's weird to say Happy New Year because it already feels like 2021 has been forever, but oh my god, new era of literally everything, and I don't know, Happy New Year. Happy New Year nonetheless. I am wishing that to you. So today's episode is another Ravished by my TBR list. It is episodes where I check back in with past guests to see what they're up to, what they're reading, and how their lives have changed for the better since first appearing on this show. And today's guest is one of my favorite people in the entire world, Erin La Rosa. She's a writer who's written The Big Redhead Book and Women's Skills, and, which you will later learn in the episode, she just sold a series to Harlequin, which is so exciting. I love the premise, you guys. You're going to love it too. Oh my god, I'm so excited for her. So the book Erin talks about is like an enemies to lovers story, which I know is the trope that so many people love, including myself. So I want to tell you about a new Western romance that's out. The Rancher Meets His Match by New York Times and USA Today bestselling author Kate Pierce. If you like cowboys or hardworking men, or men who like to work hard, definitely check out this book. It's got sizzling romance, an emphasis on family bonding and community roots, and complex characters that you will love. So head on over to TSTLpodcast.com to find more information for The Rancher Meets His Match. And now, let's get ravished by the one, the only, Erin La Rosa. Enjoy! Erin, so sorry to cut you off earlier, because you were about to, say something smart. But welcome back to Too Stupid to Live.
I'm so honored to be a host that comes back, because I know you don't do this very often. It's like a rare and lovely honor. So thank you.
I mean, I'm glad you feel honored. I just need to hang out with someone.
You're like, I haven't left my couch in 3 weeks.
I haven't.
Today, you know, I'm on all these like work Zoom calls, as unfortunately everyone is. And today I like took the time to put on a little bit of mascara, and I like did the curling of the hair a little bit. And every single call, my coworkers were like, "You look fantastic." And I was like, well, I must look fucking terrible most of the time, because literally I did the bare minimum of getting ready today.
Oh my God. You know, there's a filter on Zoom that can, like, I'm using it. It just smooths everything out.
Oh, you know, well, this is the sad thing, is that I have used that. Apparently, it's not just correct. So, but today I was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to put in a little bit of effort occasionally so that people think I'm okay. Like, she's okay.
I think you're doing great, because last time you were on the show, you've had some major things happen in your life.
That's really true.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my personal life, I've had a baby since coming on your show last time. She's 10 months old. She is so cute. It's wild. The first 2 months with her, I thought I would have to send her down a river in a little basket, but now she's really great.
That's great. I'm glad you kept her.
Yeah, me too. You know what? Me too. And then, you know, the like work update that I know you're talking about, you know about, is just that I sold my romance book that I was working on the first time that I came on your podcast. So it's sold to Harlequin, and I got a 2-book deal for it. So it's going to be a series, which is great.
Oh my God. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so excited. It won't come out until 2022 because that's how books work. But it's called For Butter or Worse, which is a great title.
I love it. I love it.
And I pitched it as, you know, like for fans of the Great British Baking Show, which I don't know if you are, but I certainly.
Yes.
Great. Mm-hmm. So I pitched it as if Paul Hollywood and Mary Berry were hot 30-somethings and had to fake a relationship in order to save their careers. So it's really fun and funny, and it involves a lot of food and sex on a kitchen table, obviously.
You gotta promise the premise.
Come on. No spoilers. But it's, you know, it's been really interesting because once I sold it, I realized, I was like, oh my God, so many people I know might read these sex scenes that I wrote, and it's going to be deeply uncomfortable for me to look them in the eye again, including my parents. Like, I think I might just have to cut those pages out of the book or something and send it to them.
Yeah, just like rip the pages out, or like put a big like marker through it and be like, oh, it was redacted.
Yeah. So that'll be a fun experience for me in a year, you know? We'll see.
Well, I'm so excited for you.
Very much.
So, like, what were some of the challenges? Like, did you write part of it, like, during the quarantine?
Yeah, so I had written a draft and then had the baby. And I just had this thought in my head where I was like, you know what? I just need to buckle down and rewrite it and get an agent. And like, I kind of wanted to be almost done with it. And I think in my head, I was like, you know what, it's not going to sell. So I'm just going to like close this part of my life and just like, you know, give it my best. So I would, you know, like basically at night, I became a night owl, which I am not normally. I used to write in the mornings, but, you know, writing when you have kids, it's like not possible. So I would write from like, you know, put her to bed, and usually from 7 until 10 or whenever I would pass out. And so I just, you know, like rewrote like crazy, and I sent it out to agents, and, you know, I'm so lucky I found a great agent at the Jane Rotrosen agency, which they are a great romance agency if you're looking for an agent. Her name is Jess Herrera, and, you know, she just loved all of the food, and the vibe it has is kind of like The Hating Game, which is one of my favorite books. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like enemies to lovers trope and a fake relationship. So, you know, she was able to help me take it out to publishers, and I really, the whole time, every step of the way, I was like, well, this isn't going to turn into anything. You know, when I got an agent, I was like, well, I'm not going to sell it. And then when it's sold, and I think it's still in my head where I'm like, this isn't really going to happen. No, something's going to happen and take it away, because it just feels crazy. But, I've always wanted to write a romance book, and I will just say I just worked really hard on it to get it done. And so, yeah, I don't know. I mean, every step of the way was hard just because of all that self-doubt that creeps in. And, you're a writer, and I know that you've written even, like these short romance stories. I know you've been writing in quarantine, and it's like putting that out there can be really hard. So I think for me, part of it was I went into it with this attitude of like, well, it's not going to sell. I just want to get this over with. And maybe that helped in a weird way, because I didn't have any expectations that anything would happen with it.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And I feel like, I could see why you do that, because I feel like it's a common thing that like a lot of people do, especially out in LA, where like things are so fickle, like nothing happens, but then anything could happen.
Yeah. And it's like the biggest shock to me. And I think I'm still like reeling from it. And, but I'm over the moon. I'm so excited. And it's like a huge highlight and great start to this already insane year. But, it was really fun to be able to tell people, because for the last, I think it was like year and a half, 2 years, I've been saying like, I'm writing a romance book. And I would say it to kind of hold myself accountable. And that feeling of like, oh my God, what if I write this book and no one wants to read it? That was like really a reality and real thought in my head of like, I didn't want to like have to go back to people, because people will follow up and ask you. The problem with telling people things is they'll ask you about it because they care about you. And they're like, oh, how's that project you're working on? You're like,
goddamn supportive people.
Fucking assholes. So yeah, it's great. It's great.
Oh my God. So when you finished the final draft, like you pressed the period button, done.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
I felt such relief, because I was just like, again, I was like writing at all hours of the night. And so I was like, oh my God, I can like just go to bed at like 9 p.m., which is my dream every day, where I'm like, I just want to go to bed at 9 tonight. And so I remember sleeping a lot for like a week afterward. I just like let myself sleep, but it felt like a different kind of giving birth. But I was like very proud of myself for finishing it, because I do have sometimes a history of like starting something and then not totally bringing it to the end. And so it was nice to at least finish a project. And I kept telling myself that during the submission process to agents or the submission process to the publishers, where I was like, well, I finished a book, and isn't that exciting? And I can at least say that I like hit the end, like keys, and it's done. But it felt like a huge weight off my shoulders. And I kind of wanted to just say at least that I had finished it, where I was like, it's done. It's over with.
I think that's so great, because like, I feel like 9 out of 10 people are like, I'm working on something. And then 1 out of 10 people are like, I finished something. Right. I don't know the statistics, but I think I'm right. But you know what I mean? You're that one out of 10.
That does sound accurate. Yeah, that's true. I rarely hear someone just say like, I finished something, which should be celebrated more, because it's so exciting to like be able to finish something and get it done. But now I won't be done with it for years and years, because that's how books are. But it'll be here. But I love it. It's a great story. I was actually, before calling you, I was like working on some rewrites for my editor upstairs. So it's like fun to be able to dive back in.
Cool. That's so cool.
And now I can't believe that I'm on your romance podcast where you talk about romance books, and I'll have a romance book out next year.
I know. Wild. You're going to come back on, obviously.
Oh, I hope so. I wonder if will I be, I'm sure there's another third timer other than me, but it'll be my third time.
It would be your third time. There was another third timer.
Oof.
But you would be the second, unless someone comes out before.
So my new goal is to be like your fourth timer. That'll be the new goal.
Oh, you can come back as many times as you want. Like, if you were just to like text me and be like, "Can I be on your show?" I'd be like, "Yes."
Your show has been such a wonderful refuge during this insane pandemic.
Aww.
Because, well, like romance books are just this wonderful cup of tea with whiskey in it to escape into. Mm-hmm. So, like, hearing you talk about it with your guests who are always so funny, it's just lovely. So,
thank you. Thank you. That really is so sweet to hear because, like reading romance has been getting me through these times. What are some books that like were really like the perfect panacea for you?
Oh. So it's interesting because I don't usually reread books, but I am rereading Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. Have you read that book?
I haven't, but I've obviously heard of it.
Oh my, it's so wonderful. It's actually kind of a long romance book. I'm listening to it on Audible, so I think it's like something insane like 12 hours, which is kind of long for a romance book, but it's really well written. It's so funny. And it just feels like an escape because they go to a lot of places. So I feel like I'm going with them. And then a book that I just started that I'm really into, I think it's called From Ash and Blood or From Blood and Ash or something like that.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And basically I'm reading it because my friend was like, this is a filthy, filthy sex book. And we were just kind of talking about like how many times had she masturbated to it. And it was quite a lot. So I was like, you know what? That's what I need. That's what I need in my life.
I am so excited for you to read that.
Thank you. Me too. It's been great. So that's been distracting me in really fun ways. What are you reading?
Right now, okay, so when you mentioned Audible, I am listening to Hidden Valley Road, which is not a romance.
What is that? I just thought Hidden Valley Ranch.
It's not Hidden Valley Ranch. I keep calling it Hidden Valley Ranch. It's my friend recommended it to me, and let me just say, I feel like I want to email her and be like, why did you recommend this to me? Like, but it's good. It's it's a true story. It's this history of this family who had 12 kids, 10 sons, 2 girls, and the majority of the sons were all schizophrenic. And so this family was used for schizophrenic studies, and it's about the family, and it's just SAD. I
laughed because I realized that your friend recommended it to you as like, you know what you'd love, Becky?
I think it was a prank.
What are they trying to tell you? That sounds really interesting. When does it take place? Like, when is it?
It takes place. It starts in like the 50s, you know. And then, yeah. But
that's like fascinating, but
it is like really intriguing because I was like listening to it. I was listening to it as I was like setting up like the microphones and stuff. So I'm like, oh God. And they just got to like a really like, I got to turn this up. But go ahead.
Go.
You go.
Like, it's like that thing where sometimes when people recommend something to you and you're like, it's that moment where you're like, do you know me? Like, or like, are you fucking with me right now? Like my my sister-in-law, who I dearly love, like for my birthday every single year has 2 years in a row. I shouldn't say every single year, but 2 years in a row has gotten me a Paulo Coelho book. Mm-hmm. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that, but she got me another one this year, and I've tried to read his books throughout my life several times, and I just can't get into them. And I keep being like, I think she's fucking with me. Like, I think she knows that this is like the one author I just like haven't been able to get into. And I'm like, I think it's a good tactic to mess with people.
I'm not a fan of that because I feel like when you like people people are like, oh, you read, you've probably heard of this book. And it's like, there are a zillion books.
There are so many genres of book. Like, why this book? Why this obscure book? Although Paulo Coelho is not obscure. But I don't like it when other people buy me books because, it's like, first of all, my taste is usually like trash. And I like books for reasons people probably don't like books normally. But, yeah.
Yeah. My trash book. Well, it's not a trash book. Right now, I just finished Concrete Evidence by Rachel Grant.
Ooh.
It is romantic suspense. My God, so good. And I just started Trade Me by Courtney Milan.
Ooh. I need to read a romantic suspense book, which I don't think I've ever read, actually, in that genre. And I feel like you talk about that genre a lot on the podcast.
I do. Do you like true crime podcasts or like documentaries?
Yes, although I will say that 2020, I feel like, has changed my taste in so many ways because I used to really be into like dark shows and like I love like serial killer anything I get obsessed with. And now I'm just like, all I want is like the like dullest Hallmark movie I can find with like absolutely no plot, where in the end I like know 5 minutes in what's gonna happen and I'll just sit there and let my brain turn to goop. That's like,
yes, I feel like that's what romantic suspense is, combining the two of them.
Do they ever do like serial killer romances?
Well, not like a serial killer falls in love with.
What do I know? Well, you know what's funny is like I would always watch, like I was very into the Hannibal Lecter series, and I really found Anthony Hopkins like wildly attractive for whatever reason when I was like 12 years old watching Silence of the Lambs. And then there was the TV show iteration Hannibal with Mads Mikkelsen. And I also like could not stop like fantasizing about him. And I was like, I'm pretty sure something's wrong with me. I'm pretty sure I would be one of those women who like writes to the serial killer in jail and ends up like married.
But that's like common. Like, I feel like, wasn't there that Zac Efron movie where he played a serial killer, but also everyone loved him?
Yeah. Well, you know, Ted Bundy was a very handsome man, like legitimately handsome. But Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs, I think I might be alone there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But there's always that, like, well, for me, I feel like I always get crushes on, like, really weird-looking people for weird reasons. And I'm just people. Like, I'm not always drawn to the kind of, like, traditionally handsome person.
There are so many weirdos and serial killers who are listening right now who feel so heard.
They're like, wow, this is the girl for me. I'm going to find her. Great. Good. So glad I came on. That's great.
I have to ask you, have you been watching the Bridgertons?
Oh, Lord, Becky. It's done for me. I'm already done. Ooh.
I watched it in a weekend. I watched it in 2 days.
Of course. Well, I watched it in 1 hour.
You're a fast watcher.
I like ended up savoring that show. You know how you'll like want to binge and you stop yourself, and I managed to do that with this show. It was just like so ridiculously fun, and like all the people in it are very good looking, obviously, the Duke being number one.
That is a man. He is a man.
But do you know, I was on this text chain with 3 of my friends talking about Bridgerton, and 2 of the guys, there were 2 guys on the chain, and one of them was like, okay, but can we talk about the end? I don't want to spoil Bridgerton though for people who haven't seen it, but there's a sex scene toward the end, and he was talking about, he was like, well, it was rape, like against the man, and we had this whole conversation about it, and it really bothered me that I hadn't even considered that possibility as I watched it, that it was like a rape scene of him. And it ended up like, now every time I think of Bridgerton, maybe you will too, but I just like keep thinking about this scene and I'm like, well, God damn it. And it has like a little bit tarnished my viewing of it.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, the same thing happened to me where this is so crazy, but I was watching it over on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Right when it hit midnight, that's when he came inside her for the first time. I swear to God, the timing.
Wow.
Never in my life had that happen. And I was like,
wow,
that's crazy. And then the next day when I finished everything, and then I saw all the articles, like, this was a rape scene, it wasn't addressed well. And I was like, yeah, I agree. Like, it's weird. Like, it opened my mind to, like, more. You know what I mean?
Yes. Because I think I have, you know, you just have like these double standards or these thoughts about like what constitutes rape. And oftentimes it doesn't involve the idea even of male rape. And so I think when I was watching it, it just like hadn't even occurred to me. And I was like, wow, this is an interesting and eye-opening realization for myself about like, what am I, you know, what kind of standards am I holding women to? But yeah, that was like interesting and a surprising twist to my ending of watching it, because in this chain we were on, we were basically just sharing shirtless photos of the Duke for a long time. And then the tone shifted and I was like, okay, I need to reevaluate.
But like, these are important conversations.
Oh, totally. And it really like did open my eyes where and I said to my friend, I was like, wow, you've made me realize that I have these crazy double standards around this. And like, I don't have that lens when I was watching it. So it was interesting.
I think a lot of people were like that because, you know, it's featured in the book. I think I didn't read the books because it's a TV show. But I feel like it might have been more problematic in the book. I haven't read it, so anyone shoot me in the face.
Well, because my husband watched the show with me, and he really ended up liking it too, which is always great. My husband ends up liking things sometimes more than me, and people will assume like, oh, like anytime I mention that I have cats, like sometimes people will say, oh, did you have the cat before you met your husband? And I'm like, no, we got the cat together. I guess they assume that all women with cats are just like, you know, single cat ladies or something like that. And we also watch Love Island together, and we watch the Bachelor franchise. And they always assume that it's just like me alone on the couch watching it. Guess what, honeys? No. Husband, babe, often instigating these feelings.
I, love your husband.
Me too.
It makes me happy. Like, it's so great he's watching Love Island, Bachelor, but I just love that he's watching Bridgerton. He watched Bridgertons.
Oh, 100%. Loved it. And we talked about it at length a lot.
That's amazing.
It was great. It
was so fluffy.
Yes. And I think we all need that right now, which is, I feel like, being reflected a lot in basically everything I'm consuming right now, which is great.
Side note about the cat thing. I read recently, I think it was called, is Tony Anderson's suspense, obviously. It was Cold Wicked Lies.
Ooh.
Part of the Cold series. Such a good book. Happily Ever After, like the ending epilogue, they get 2 cats together. That's...
That sounds like a dream to me.
It was amazing.
That sounds like a dream.
It's like, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, like, when I was actually querying my book and I was looking at agencies and agents, so many of the agents would list out, like, love getting a book with a dog in it, love getting a book with animals in it, like, please have animal, and I was like, Lord. And then I thought back to the books that I've read recently, and I was like, yeah, there are, like, oftentimes someone will have a pet. It's like the save the cat thing. like in screenwriting where it's like keep an animal nearby because it'll make them empathetic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that doesn't
romance says keep the animal nearby. Like
keep that nearby.
But it just made me so happy because it was Christmas, you know, for them, the couple, and they were like moving in together and they're like, let's get 2 cats.
My God. And then it's like, marry that person. Whoever suggests that, marry them.
Yeah. Like whoever's like, I want to move in with you and have 2 cats, panty dropping.
Yeah. Like that's the real turn on. That's the real, like, give me this. Give me this.
Yeah. It's like sexy men with cats.
Oh, I think that's a whole calendar series and Instagram and thing.
I know sexy guys with puppies, but I guess cats would fall into that category.
They do. Or either that or that's just what I happen to fantasize about and it's not a reality yet and it's $1 million idea just waiting to happen.
Do you follow like hot men on Twitter, like just because they're hot?
I do that on Instagram.
Oh, Instagram, that's what I meant, that one.
There's actually an account called, I think it's called Hallmark Hunks or Hunks of Hallmark. And it's just these like, you know, kind of vaguely hot dudes that they cast for Hallmark movies. Mm-hmm. And the captions are always really funny. And like the, you know, the stock photos that they release for Hallmark, it's like a guy leaning against a ladder, like with a scarf and a cup of hot cocoa. And he's kind of smiling, but more like smizing. And then, the captions on these photos are like, cozy up with this one. You know, it's just like, it's really sad. I feel, so I'm like, I like see them and I'm like, oh, I feel vaguely sad looking at this photo of this like sort of hot guy. They're never that hot, you know, on Hallmark. It's like, what's that saying? It's like, well, you're TV attractive. It's almost like they're like not even quite TV attractive sometimes. They're just vaguely attractive.
Yeah, I find myself taken aback because like on occasion and I'll be like, that guy's hot, terrible actor, but he has just like good looks. But that's like 1 in a million.
Yes, most of them you're just like, oh, this is a lovely like warm glass of milk that I'm looking at, or like a piece of buttered toast, whatever this is. But yeah, they're not that hot.
No. What was your favorite Hallmark? Did you watch like out of the Netflix Hallmark's lifetimes?
Yeah.
What warmed your milk?
Well, I really enjoyed the second installment of the Princess Switch with Vanessa Hudgens.
What? I'm so glad. I was just like, clever. Yeah.
I mean, I love that she like played an influencer. That was my favorite character with like a bizarre accent. And I'm very excited. I feel like they alluded to like a baby in the future. And I was like, is she going to play the baby next? Like, what can't she do, Vanessa Hudgens? What can't she play?
I 100% believe, like, just given the science and like the genetics of these movies, I believe she could play the baby.
Isn't it a delightful stretch? Like, how many actors other than Brad Pitt and Benjamin Button can say that they played the baby in the movie? I bet it's not a lot. You know?
No, there was. Did you ever see the Twilights? The
yes.
I think you know how they had like a baby in the end that like grows fast.
Renesmee.
Yeah, I think that was like that was like not an adult, but like like a kid, you know.
I believe that. I clicked on some article recently that was like, the baby from Twilight, where is she now? And it was like, you know, she's like a 15-year-old girl now. And I was like, well, why did I click on this thing?
Where is she?
I think she's just like a model occasionally. Like she does like, you know, I almost said Sears catalogs as if that's the thing. She probably is like, you know, on a little billboard or something. But she's like, you know, a very pretty vampire child. Whatever.
She was pretty. Perfect. The CGI was great.
Gee, that CGI was killer. Okay.
It was just like weird. Like they had a baby and then like a week later the baby had teeth. And I kind of was like,
oh, yeah. No, everyone was disturbed by all of those movies. Oh, you know what movie I watched and really liked was the Christmas movie with Kristen Stewart, baby vampire. What was it called, though?
Happiest Season.
I thought that was really cute. I feel like a lot of people didn't like it, but I actually liked it. I thought it was cute. And I ended her sister a lot, like her ostracized sister, whose name I don't remember.
Oh, Mary Holland.
Oh, so cute. She was
great.
She was so great. So that was another fun one. I just thought of Kristen Stewart. I was like, where is she now? And I'm like, oh, right. She's in that Hulu movie.
Yeah, she's doing fine.
She's doing
great.
She's doing just fine.
She's doing good work, as is Robert Pattinson.
I know. You know who really got the short end of the stick was the werewolf dude. Can't even remember his name.
Yeah.
Jacob, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Taylor Lautner.
That's right.
Where is he?
Where is he? Taylor, where are you?
Is he modeling for Sears? Could be.
I mean, with those shoulders, yeah. He could do whatever he wants, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Becky.
No.
We talk about the fact that you took a shot of alcohol before this podcast.
I did take a shoot of alcohol.
She did that because, you were catching up with me because we had been texting and I was like, I just had my glass of wine. I had a piece of cake. I feel like everyone has their thing that's getting them through quarantine. And for me, it's like heavily intaking sugar. It's like large amounts of sugar. Like,
yeah, I've been into wine and like, I was just like, I did a shot of whiskey, but like, I would have had wine. I've been into wine so much.
Yeah, me too. What are you drinking? What are you getting?
Right now, I am drinking just reds.
Yeah.
Here's a sad thing. I'm very ashamed of this. If I buy an entire bottle of red wine for myself, I have to finish it in 3 days or it'll go bad.
I'm with you.
I mean, it's a lot of wine.
That's probably like, what is it, like a glass and a half a night?
2 glasses for me a night.
Ooh, God, that sounds great right now. Sounds great.
I mean, it was great. It was great during the holidays. But now that the holidays are over.
Uh-huh. Now you're like, do I? Well, you know what's funny is like, I kept over the holidays, I guess because, you're being like extra into everything, right? So like I was baking a ton. So even though I inhale sugar all day, every day, during Christmas, I was like, okay, I'm literally eating a platter of cookies for breakfast and then a slice of pie for lunch. And so I kept texting my friends in these like frenzies of like sugar high where I was like twitching and I would be like, should I do dry January? And then I was like, there's no way I'm doing dry January. Me? I
was like, because, okay, I've started a new job. So I was like, I can't be drinking every night. No, I lied. I can't be like drinking too much every night.
That's right.
But then last Wednesday happened. That was the side note. That's we're filming this after the insurrection. It was the insurrection day.
And today is impeachment day number 2.
Today's day 2 of impeachment number 2. And I was like, I can't do dry January.
I feel like I saw a lot of people tweeting and posting messages like that where they were like, well, that was a good go. That was a good try. I tried.
Yeah.
I mean, why? My friend kept texting me back and she was like, why are you trying to actively punish yourself? She was like, just drink. And I was like, okay, great. That's all I needed to hear.
I know. Like I was would like do a Zoom and I'd be like, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm drinking wine. And they're like, we want that.
You know what, guys? I'm so sorry. I'm having so much more fun than you are. And I'm having this wine. Great.
Yeah. Because I maybe like, like maybe talk, like, my drunk self is like, I talk a lot, I make jokes, maybe I'm the, and so I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm drinking wine. Or I'll say things that don't make sense. Like, it's not logical. And then I say I'm drinking wine.
This sounds fun. I think our podcast number 3 is just going to be you, me, and a bottle of wine. And hopefully we'll be able to be in the same room.
That would be amazing. I cannot wait to hug someone. Do you know what I mean?
Are you
I'm single.
in your eye where you're like, do you know what I mean? And yes, I do. It's like these big wide.
I haven't hugged someone in so long.
When is the last time that you like saw someone out in the flesh? Like, are you going on like walks? Are you doing like, okay. Mm-hmm.
I do walks. Yes, I do walks. I did over Thanksgiving let my mom, through her mask, kiss me on my head.
Oh my God.
And she was just like, I have to.
Oh, you have to let your mom do that. I agree. Yeah.
It was just one thing. I leaned my body was 6 feet away. My head was sort of near her.
Yeah.
I let her do it.
I get that. I totally get that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting because, we had our baby on March 10th of 2020. And so she was born at the start of the pandemic. And so when we go outside with her, everyone is usually wearing masks in LA. And so for a while, she like really would stare at people and like people would be like, is she okay? She would just be like staring at these like masks. And I was like, yeah, I think honestly, she's just trying to figure out if you're happy or not because she like doesn't know what your face looks like. But now it's weird because Becky, she's gotten like so good at looking into people's eyes and knowing if they're smiling at her. You know what I mean? Like with their eyes, and she'll smile and wave back. But it's so weird because I'm like, you don't even.
That's the sweetest thing.
It's so weird. I'm like, do you just think maybe your dad and I are the only ones with mouths? Like, do you think everyone else is just like these like mouthless eyes? So I don't know what that's going to be like for her growing up. I'm like, are you going to have like a weird fetish with masks? Like, how does this work in your teenage years?
I just like to see her the second masks are off. She's just like, what? Like, what's happening? I thought we were the only mouthed family.
No. It's like she's stuck with like me, her dad, and our 2 cats. So she either thinks that we're all cats or that like every creature is different. I have no idea. It's so weird.
Is there a chance she won't remember any of this? Probably.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know brain development, but if she's like becomes a person who can tell someone's emotion through their eyes, that's amazing.
Some CIA level shit right there. I mean, in your thriller books, she would probably be pretty smart. She'd be the guy that figures it out.
Oh yeah, she would. She probably could tell if someone's lying. Do you know what I mean? She probably has an innate ability to know if someone's lying.
Oh, speaking of this, my birthday was recently, and
Happy
I had
birthday.
a friend give me so much. I'm a Capricorn. It's Cap season. Very exciting for us. But someone gifted me a numerology reading. Have you ever heard of these?
I have, but I've never. But I don't know. But tell me what happened.
Okay. So I had never even heard of it, actually. I mean, I like astrology, and I like, I'm always into those like Caps do this, and I'm like, yeah, we do that. That's cool. So with numerology, I was like, I don't know what this is, but basically she just asked for my birthday, like, month, day, and year. And then she sent me this like, she was like, ask me like, a few questions or whatever. So I asked her to, I gave her my daughter's birthday, and I was like, tell me about my daughter or whatever. But she was like, your daughter she said she can control people's minds. And I was like, what? And then the next sentence was like, if she smiles, everyone smiles. And I was like, okay, well, Yeah, sure.
Well, she's a baby.
You see a smiling baby.
Who's like, someone sees a smiling baby and they're like, no thanks.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is like, you know, I take her on a daily walk or whatever, and I have her in this like baby carrier on me. So she's like facing out and she's got like her arms and legs like flailing in front of me. And so people will smile at her, but there are definitely people who will like look at her and I feel like they're like miserable humans and they're just like, no, I'm not going to, like, you know, my daughter will like wave and smile at people and they'll just be like, no. No.
Who does that?
A couple of people in Silver Lake who will remain nameless because I do not know their names, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd drop them right here.
They're probably jealous that she's not wearing a mask.
I mean, me too. Me too, girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just her and the dogs in Silver Lake not wearing masks right now. But,
oh my God. I saw an ad for dog masks.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, I think I heard that COVID can spread via dogs, right? It's like your pet can kind of carry it or something.
Yeah. I don't know where I read this or if it's accurate, but I think there's like gorillas at San Diego Zoo who have COVID. I'm probably wrong.
Oh my God. These poor gorillas. Like, what did they ever do?
It bums me out and it makes me hate people.
Yeah, totally. Thank God they don't have to do that for cats because I'm just picturing trying to put anything on my cat's face and it would not end well for them or me.
Have you ever tried to put a costume on your cats?
Absolutely. I get them a Halloween costume every year. So this year I got them. I have a cat. My cat's names are Fish and Chips. So I found like a little goldfish costume and we managed to squeeze it over one of them. But she started to walk backwards and like could not figure out how to walk straight again.
Interesting.
It was so wild. And I obviously took a video of it because it was great. And then my husband was like, could you take the costume off the cat because she's clearly uncomfortable? And I was like, yeah, I guess I'll do that. I don't know.
I feel like that's how all cat costumes are, though. It's like you buy them and they're going to wear them for a second.
Oh, yeah, that's the whole point. Even with the baby costume, we got her a pumpkin. It was like, you know, a big fat pumpkin body and then a little headpiece. And she like hated the headpiece. And I think we got one photo of her wearing it and then she refused to put it on. So that was good.
Cute. That's so cute, though. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Babies.
So that was great. But I actually listened to so many books when I was, when she was first born because like, you're not supposed to like watch TV with them or whatever. I don't know why. I'm not a scientist or a doctor legally, but
Okay.
I would just be like listening and downloading all these audiobooks. And I feel like I kept seeing these roundups at the end of the year of like, I read 59 books this year. And I was like, I think I probably read probably over 100 books.
Sure.
Because you're just up at all hours with a baby. And so I would pop my little earbuds in and plow through all the books.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Is there an audiobook that you recommend for nursing mothers?
Specifically for nursing mothers. I read this, or I guess I should say I listened to this book called One to Watch, which I don't know if you've heard of that book. It's definitely for Bachelor fans. It's basically the premise is sort of like, what if The Bachelor had a bachelorette who was plus sized, which they've never ever had. And I don't even know if they've ever had a contestant who, was even remotely plus size. So it was a really fun read because they play a lot on like the Bachelor series. They like make fun of it and like tap into all of the Bachelor isms with the host and like the dates and some of the things the guys say. And then it was just kind of interesting to listen to because I was listening to it, and I was like, oh, they should have a plus size person, because that's how people look on the show. Like, that's how people look out in the world. It's like, The Bachelor is on right now, and all of the contestants, it's like they have a prima ballerina, they have a runway model, they have, it's like all of these people who, like, they do exist. They are real, I assume, but
they're holograms.
Yeah. But like, I'm like, what, why don't they try something new? But of course, I don't know when that will happen. It was, I think, like the first Black Bachelor in their history, and that's only just happening now. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I watched that show Unreal.
Yes.
And like it was a show about The Bachelor, and their show was way more progressive.
Oh, it was and actually I think they almost like predicted what the next seasons of The Bachelor would be. It was like, I think on that show they also did like a first Black Bachelor, and that was years ago. Mm-hmm. So it eventually did happen. That was a great show. What are you watching right now?
Right now, I am watching RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, that's such a good show to like binge during quarantine.
That's all I've been doing. I binged all 12 seasons. Well, no, I'm still on season 12, finishing that up.
Yeah.
It is it's joyful.
Mm-hmm. It's like so fun, and the characters are great, and it's just, it's a delight. It's a delight of it.
Yeah, it does, like, it feels like you have these like drag queens and they're like part of your family. Like, I feel like I know all of them.
Yeah, and I think it's like, because part of it is like inspiration, like, you know what I mean? And another part of it is just like, it's so funny, and you end up laughing with them a lot. And so, yeah, you just feel like you're part of their family. It's really neat.
I love it. Katya and Trixie Mattel have a podcast out. They just started a podcast.
Oh, that's smart.
They're great. It's called The Bald and the Beautiful, I think.
That's great. The podcast that I just started listening to, which I really didn't like the first episode, was like the Harry and Meghan podcast. Have you?
I listened to their Christmas one.
Okay.
Where they were like interviewing. It was like a snippets of everyone, like about their year.
Yeah, and I couldn't get into it because I was just kind of like, all I want to do is hear about you two. And I don't really care about your like famous friends.
No, like I would love it to be like, they have the same podcast equipment that I do. They do it in their kitchen. There's a dog barking in the background. Sometimes the baby cries.
Yes. Oh my God. That would be great. That would be everything.
And they're just talking.
Yeah. If it was like them, even just like exhausted at the end of the day or something, and just like, I imagine them both naked in bed, because when you're that attractive, I don't think you wear clothes, but I don't know.
I don't think any royalty wears clothes. Based on not Prince Philip. Yeah, isn't that the thing? Prince Philip sleeps naked?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. So
I'm assuming it applies to everyone, but I could be wrong.
I just want to imagine them in their home. To your point, it's like, I want to like, but the podcast was just a lot of, their friends talking. And I was like, but I don't care.
It felt like one long commercial.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Of like, we love, like, you know how like CNN or whatever will be like during Christmas, like CNN wishes your family a Merry Christmas or whatever. And it's like, that's what it felt like.
That is what it felt like. You're right. And I love the royals. So I was like, I'm someone who, like, I have Diana's unauthorized autobiography somewhere behind me. And I like love them. So I was really ready.
Yeah, because it was like, I just finished watching The Queen. I'm so fat. Not Queen. Well, what did it call it?
Crown.
The Crown. And then every time The Crown comes out, it's like yearly. It's around Christmas. And then I'm like obsessed with the Windsors.
Right.
It's perfect timing.
Like documentaries on Netflix about the Windsors. Mm-hmm. I actually watched one, I think it was on Hulu, about Margaret specifically. And it was like a maybe 8-part series or something about her, which was pretty interesting. Because she was a wild girl, in the scheme of things.
Oh, I
But
gotta
it was,
watch that.
yeah, it was good, but it's clear like how lonely she was, and she's such an interesting, tragic kind of woman.
It's everything about the royal family is tragic. You know what I mean?
I know.
It's like they're not like I feel like they're just like the Washington monuments of England, and they have a heartbeat. You know what I mean? They're like living statues.
That's true.
They're living monuments.
Oh, you know what book I read? Speaking of Washington monuments, there's a series called American Royals. Have you heard of that series?
Yeah.
So the second installment in it came out, and reading these books, I think it's just like such a good premise for a book where it's that kind of premise where you're like, why didn't I think of this and write it? You know what I mean? Or it's just like, yeah, of course. Like, what would it be like if America had royalty? Like, that sounds great to write about.
Yeah.
I almost hate books like that because then I get so deeply jealous of like not thinking of it first. There's so many great ideas like that where you're like, oh, God damn it.
I feel you. And then I also get scared. I'm like, I have a great idea. Oh my God, someone's going to write
it. Right. Someone's already written it. Someone's going to write it.
It's already out there. It's been greenlit by whatever, Paramount.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Well, we have been watching, I will recommend this show over and over again because if you need something like heartwarming and escapist, it's called Ted Lasso.
Yeah, I've heard great things about it.
My gosh, it's so sweet. And I was very skeptical because it's about a soccer team in the UK, and I am not a sports gal person. So I don't
know what they are.
Yeah, what is sports?
We went to Emerson. We know.
I know. Our college had no sports teams. It was great. So I was really skeptical, but it is such a lovely show and will make you feel warm and fuzzy inside, and it was a delight.
Oh, I think I might watch that.
Yeah.
I hear great things. Maybe I'll watch that. I was recommended to watch Sex Education, which I haven't watched.
I love that show.
I watched the first 2 episodes and I liked it. I don't know why I didn't keep up with it.
So Becky, I think it's unfortunately one of those shows where you have to get past a certain episode threshold. Do you know what I mean? And then it's like, you're like in, you're like, oh, this is the best. Why didn't I keep up with the show?
That's exactly what that person said. I was like, oh.
They're right. Yeah. And actually, I did with that show. I think I didn't even finish the first season. I ended up just skipping to the second. And the second season is so lovely.
Okay.
And has a lot of Gillian Anderson, which is mainly why I watch that show, or any show really is there Gillian Anderson in it.
I loved her as Margaret Thatcher.
Oh my God. And Margaret Thatcher is such a divisive, human, and she just makes you love her. She makes you want to watch her.
Yeah, I mean, whether or not it was a good, I don't want to say impression, but it was a good interpretation of her, how accurate it was. I didn't care. I was like, I can't take my eyes off of her.
I know. She's so good. And also is aging not at all or backward. And it's lovely. I love that for her.
Is she a natural redhead? If so, good for her. She's representing our beauty. No, she's blonde.
She's blonde. I know. But I think she's taken really good care of her skin. She's one of those people where it's like, oh, she put on that SPF, girl. Okay. So keep putting on that SPF, ladies. Put it everywhere.
I know. It's hard to remember.
Oh, Becky, I'm going to send you a thing. It's like a moisturizing cream. It's really easy to put on in the morning. Mm-hmm. It'll keep these redheads. We have to just watch it.
I know.
Not that we leave the house at all, but if you were leaving the house, put on that sunscreen.
Question for you. And I think about this every morning. If you don't leave the house, do you still put on that moisturizer? Do you still put on sunscreen? Because every day I used to do it. Every day I would leave and I'd be like, oh, let me put on my sunscreen. But when quarantine happened, I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. Should I still put it on?
Yeah. So, I mean, to answer your question, no, but I started giggling because I was like, oh my, I actually got nervous thinking about not putting on sunscreen. I haven't thought about it, but.
So sorry I triggered you. I'm so sorry, but this is like my crisis every morning.
Redhead and you're like, oh, I have to put on my sunscreen every day, and I'm going to cover my face. And it's going to be, and I still will wear long sleeve in the summer because I'm like, I don't want to put sunscreen all over myself all the time. But yeah, now that it's quarantine, the blessing of like, okay, I don't wear bras anymore. I'm certainly not wearing one right now. And you and I are not small breasted ladies.
No.
We have big boobies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I haven't worn a bra in a really long time. And I don't feel weird about it anymore. I'm like, I don't wear bras anymore. And it's great. And I don't there's this weird thing where I used to have literally indents on the side of my body where my bra would go. Mm-hmm. And now I don't have them anymore because
that's great.
How crazy is that?
That's great. See, I still wear bras, but I have what I like to call around the house bras.
Are they the ones without underwire?
No underwire. It's just you have a uniboob going on. It's like what?
Oh, yeah. That's what I'll put on too if I need to leave the house. But I haven't worn a bra with an underwire in a really long time. I don't remember the last time.
I'm very jealous. I'm still doing the bra thing. I don't know why. I feel like it's one of those things where it's I'll feel like I haven't gotten dressed if I don't put one on,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get that. It's clear that you just need another year of quarantine and then you'll get rid of that.
Yeah. I hope that happens. It'll be a blessing.
Great. But it is awkward when you're on work calls sometimes. And if I'm not wearing a bra, I'll be very aware that I'm not wearing a bra. And I'm like, well, I hope I don't have to move at all from this position because if you have big boobs, they're coming with you and they're going to show themselves pretty readily.
Yeah. Cause it's when I don't wear a bra, it's very noticeable. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's you need to be very close to me in order to see that.
To get Becky braless.
If you want to see Becky with a shirt, no bra, it's got to be, you got to be in it to win it.
Best friends only. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so funny. I get self-conscious with my boobs, even in front of very good friends where I'm I have a lot of friends with those lovely, small perky boobs and they just will not wear a bra occasionally. And I'm what is that like to walk outside? Not a bra.
That blows my mind. I'm yeah. I'm do you feel that blows my mind to walk outside and not have any sort of piece of fabric between your shirt and your nipple.
I know.
I can't fathom it.
Well, because I remember I was a really big tomboy when I was growing up. And I remember my mom telling me, Erin, you need to start wearing a bra. And I was horrified, what? And, I was one of the first girls in my class to get boobs. And, I had to get a bra. And I remember just being completely mortified in the locker room, taking my shirt off and having the bra there and being oh. And, but I don't think from that time on, I'm trying to think because even in quarantine now, if I leave the house, I'm putting a bra on because I have to walk outside or whatever. But I'm trying to think if there have been times in my life at all where I've not worn a bra outside of the house since then. I'm not sure.
I mean, okay, this is dumb. But if I take the trash out and I'm not wearing a bra.
Sure.
Even if it's summer, I'll put on a huge sweater and just go this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I put on my robe. That's how I do it. I have two layers. It's my shirt and my robe.
Yeah, I'm that protects me.
I know. Do you ever do the thing, I'm going to do it right now to demonstrate, where you tuck your shirt under your boobs when you're not wearing a bra?
No, I've never done that.
It feels really nice.
Oh, I might try that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing a bra right now, but I might try that later.
It's your built-in bra, ladies. Okay.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Oh my
So
gosh.
that's my pro to you with.
So read American Royals, tuck your shirt under your tits. If there's anything you're going to take away from this episode.
Helpful hints. Yeah.
Well, Erin, thank you so much for checking in. And congratulations on like motherhood, romance book hood, all of it.
And I think too, like, if any listeners out there are interested in writing a book, definitely follow me on Instagram. I'm at Erin La Rosa Lit, and I love talking about books and writing, and I would love to chat with you. So that would be really fun for me.
Too Stupid to Live is part of the Frolic Podcast Network. It includes so many great podcasts, including this one.
Hi, I'm Elle Penelope, and I'm an author of epic fantasy and paranormal romance, and also the host of My Imaginary Friends, which is part of the Frolic Podcast Network. On my show, you'll get a weekly look behind the scenes of an author navigating the publishing world, as well as thoughts and tips on creativity, inspiration, writing routines, and more. So if you're an established or an aspiring writer, or a reader who always wanted a peek into an author's life, you can find me at myimaginaryfriendsshow.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
For more podcasts you'll love, visit frolic.media/podcasts. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great rest of your day.